Good morning to everyone. Myself Kansi Priyanka and I'm going to talk about Mankind Pharma Nutrition Health Enriching Lives. So Mankind Pharma is basically a company which produces and manufactures medicine. So in Mankind Pharma it is a purpose driven pharmaceutical company which focuses on improving access to high quality medicine and healthcare solution. This presentation synthesizes the company's strategy models, the value it derives to the stockholders, core revenue engines, the customer segments it, R&D priorities and capabilities, and the near-term strategic priorities that will sustain growth and social impact. Throughout the deck, you will find a clear visual, practical detail and recommended next step that aligns commercial performance with patients' central outcomes.
Hey everyone, I am Jumana Taufika. Today I am share about Mankind Pharma, key partners and key activities, key resources, channels. First one is key partners, contract, manufacture global active pharmaceutical ingredients, supplies, distribution partners, healthcare providers, academic research, institute and regulatory context, strategic alliance, enable scale, localized manufacturing and faster go-to-market, new formulation. Next one is key activities, manufacturing and quality assurance, regulatory and fillings, marketing and medical affairs, distribution, logistic and continuous improvement in production efficiency and compliance, emphasis on GMP adherence and cold chain where applicable. And next one is key resources. Key resources, which means manufacturing plants, formulations, scientists, clinical development teams, regulatory, sales force, branch and generic product and supply chain intellectual property and brand equality and growing strategic assets. And next one is channel, the hospital tenders, retail pharmacies, institutional program, e-commerce pharmacy platforms and partnership with NGOs, public health program for mass distributions, multi-channels approach, optimize reach across urban and rural markets. Thank you.
I'm Janani, and I'm going to explain about revenue streams and diverse and resilient. Branded pharmaceuticals, core revenue driver, branded generics and originated branded formulations in chronic and acute care segments. High margin products supported by marketing, physician outreach and patient support programs. And second, generic medicines, volume oriented business with a broad market reach, competitive pricing, wide distribution and consistent manufacturing throughout drive stable cash flow and market share. Next, institutional sales and tenders. Government and hospital tenders supply large volumes contract. Winning tenders request compliance, timely deliveries and competitive pricing critical for sale and predictable revenue. Export markets. International generic formulations sold across emerging markets. Export growth benefits from regulatory approvals. Example, World Health Organization pre-qualification and local market adaptations. And fifth, specialty and OTC products. High margin niche products and over the counter wellness lines complement prescription sales and engage consumers directly through pharmacies and e-commerce platforms. And next, contract manufacturing and licensing. Third-party manufacturing service and licensing deals provide additional revenue and better assist utilization for manufacturing capacity during non-peak levels. Financial resilience comes from balancing high-margin branded lines with volume-driven generics and institutional contracts. Prioritize margin management, supply chain optimization, and selective expansion into specialty therapies to increase EBITDA over time. Thank you.
Segments who manufacture services, primary health science provides physician, hospital and clinics prescribe medicals across cardiac, endocrinic, inflammatory diseases, gastric, and other therapeutic areas. These secretaries values clinical evidence, product availability and support from medical awareness, retail and instrumental bureaus, chain and independent pharmacies, group purchasing, organizations and government production departments, important purchase drivers and price consistent supply and delivery lead times, patients and caregivers, end users seeking safe, effective and appropriate treatments, patient support service, clear labeled evidence produced and affordability, independently increase loyalty and outcomes. Digital consumers purchasing OTC and prescription medications, online options. This includes subscription modes, template pharmacies, partnership and targeted digital marketing, international marketing and export partners, distributor and healthcare system in emergency markets, success required regulatory compliance, local county standards and competitive principles adapted to each country. Segmentation, informal, trailer, commercial stages, product, portfolios, pixels, and engagement modules should be customized by segments to maximum reach while preserving.
I am Inian. Today I explain about research and development of innovation with purpose. Early stage discovery and formulation. Identify the therapeutic need, optimize the formulation for bioavailability, stability and manufacturability, emphasize in a life cycle management for established molecule and improved release profiles. Step 2. Clinical development and evidence. Conduct a programmatic clinical trials and observe studies to demonstrate a safety and efficiency. Build a robust evidence base for prescriber and regulator, including the post-marketing surveillance and pharmacovigilance. Step 3. Regulate strategy and approvals. Streamline fillings across the market, maintain a rigorous documentation for GMP audios and purpose certificates. Example WHO Pro qualification, CE marketing where applicable to unplug the industrial trends. And step 4. Scale up the tech transfer and commercialization. Transfer a lab scale formulation to commercial production with attention to process robustness, cost efficiency and quality control. Coordinate a launching planning, supply, readiness, medical education for clinics. Investigation a proliferation in a real world evidence strength, trust, support, regulatory submission, reduce the commercial.
Good morning. I am going to talk about conclusion and strategic priorities and next steps. Focus on optimize core operation, improve manufacturing yield, reduce lead times and strengthen supplier diversity to product margin and service levels. Focus 2. Expand high value profiles. Vertical specialized brands, generics and OTC. Go to market plans and margin profiles aligned to the Focus 3. Accelerate digital and patient programs. Launch adherence platform, telepharmacy partnership and direct to consumer education to increase retention and demonstration patient outcomes. Focus 4. Strengthen global footprint, target markets with unmet needs, secure regulatory recognition and build distributor partnership to grow export revenue. Recommend immediate action next 90 days. First, audit top 10 products for margin improvement, opportunities and supply risk margination. Initiate two high impact R&D and project focused on chronic disease formulation with rapid commercialization timelines. Point 3. Develop a digital patient adherence pilot in partnership with a leading pharmacy e-commerce platform. Prepare regulatory gap analysis for two target export markets and begins desired alignment. Thank you. In this, I talk about the conclusion of Mankind Pharma. I hope you understand. Thank you.